Yo, 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 yo. Make sure hitting that like button when y'all come through, man. Make sure hitting that like button when y'all come through, man. Make sure hitting that like button when y'all come through, man. Yeah, 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 yeah. Sorry I'm late. Uh, sorry I'm late. But yeah, Texans fall to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Texans absolutely fall to the Jacksonville Jaguars. What's good? What's good? Yeah, man. Texans fall to the Jaguars. Yeah, it was a heartbreaker. It really was, man. It really was, man. Yeah. Make sure you're hitting that like button when y'all come through. Make sure you're hitting that like button when y'all come through. Yeah, man. Yeah, it was a rough one. It was a rough one. I'm live. I'm from at the stadium. Sorry, it took me a minute. Um, y'all know how it is getting out NRG. Uh, And plus, man, I was talking to a lot of people. Shout out to my boy Wise. I was talking to my boy Wise too. South Sports. I know they did we did a pregame show. So make sure I hope y'all was able to check that out. Shout out to all my boys out there in South Sports. But yeah, but like me and Wise was saying earlier, man, like we was saying at the game, bro. Like it was, we needed this one. We definitely needed this one. We definitely needed this one, y'all. Like we definitely did, man. We definitely needed this one, man. We really did. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. I know the refs, the man, them refs, bro. Them PI calls was so ticky tacky, so wishy washy, man. So ticky tacky, so wishy washy. Pass interference calls that we had today. But even still, even with those bad calls, what hurt us the most was those missed field goals and pass protection. The offensive line played like hot butter garbage when it came to protecting CJ. They really did. They play like hot butter garbage, and the damn secondary played like hot butter garbage as well. Like that was so bad. That was so bad, and we sit up here like basically waiting for CJ to pull rabbits at pull rabbits at the hat, and CJ, bro, hey, say man, hey, say bro, hey, I know you were a dual threat quarterback in college. I mean high school. You and your high school coach. People know that his high school coach wanted him to pass more from the pocket, have a better chance, as far as getting into college. And then we all know what Ryan Day wanted when he got to Ohio State. Bro, we need you to run a little bit more. Like today he was the leading rusher with I think like 47 yards. He was the leading rusher, had a touchdown, but it was some like on some of those sacks, especially in their last drive. I'm sorry, I lost my voice, but on some of them sacks on their last drive, you had a running lane. And sometimes, bro, I just need you just to pick up some yards. Pick up some yards. Us wasting that time out on special teams ain't help either. Because we had 12 men on the field. For y'all know, that's the reason why he had to call timeout. He had 12 men on the field on that punt return. So special teams, I need y'all to get y'all act together. I see more people that jumped in. Make sure hitting that like button. I know we lost, but there's no reason for you not to like the stream. Hey, bro, make sure you're hitting that like button. Definitely appreciate that. Like I said, sorry I lost my voice. I was yelling and screaming. Even though we lost, I had fun at the game. Honestly, I really did. I've been to several Texan games, and outside of the outcome, because the other games I've been to, we've actually won outside of the Colts game earlier this year. I had probably the most fun. The yelling and screaming. Normally I ain't gonna lie. I normally sit back in the cut and chill, but today I was yelling, I was screaming. I was clowning out there. You know what I'm saying? We out there yelling. We threw a touchdown to Nico. We out here yelling MVP chance. And bro, that pass to Tank, that deep one that got called back for a illegal shift. Oh man, bro, That was one of the livest catches I seen, bro. That's one of the livest catches I seen, bro. That catch was live. But it didn't count because I was, you know what? That's how I know he's gonna be a great receiver because Hopkins had several catches that got called back, several great catches that got called back for like illegal shit, for illegal formation and stuff like that. So hey, that right there definitely that right there is a part of a mark of him being a great receiver, especially in the Texans uniform, because that's something that we do. We get good catches called back. Hey, make sure I see more people jump in. Make sure you hit that like button though. But yeah, hey, like we gotta we gotta do better. We got to do better offensively and pass protection. What's the deal? What's the deal? We gotta do better offensively with pass protection. Cause that last drive, we waited to the last drive to completely break down. And like I said, CJ, bro, I need you to take the bull by the horn, and I need you to call your own number sometimes. And I need you to call your own number sometimes, bro. I really do. I need you to call your own number sometimes, and I need you to get those first downs. I need you to call your own number, and I need you to get those first downs, bro. I really do. I really do, bro. You were right there. At the very least, able to not take negative yardage. Not take, because in that last one, it should have been roughing the passer because they hit him in the head. They him in the head, like hands to the face, hands to the, like him in the head. So it should have been roughing the passer. But we don't get those type of calls. But yet still, the ref was very heavy-handed. And from what I heard, that this referee crew gives out the most pass interference calls in the league. Out of all the referee crews, and I think like at the very least the back judge, he gives out the most pass interference calls out of any refereeing crew in the NFL. He gives out the most. This crew gives out the most pass interference calls. But yeah, we wasn't getting nothing our way. Cause I know they won on Steven Nelson was absolute bull. The one on Steven Nelson was absolute bull. He jammed him at the beginning of the route, but after he didn't touch him again. He didn't touch him again. It was like on the third down. Then they won in the end. They won in the end zone. It was one in the end zone. Tavierre Thomas. There was a pass interference because he actually not Tavierre Thomas. I forgot what his name was, number 30. He actually did pull on the jersey. So there was. But the one on Tavierre Thomas wasn't a pass interference call. Tavierre Thomas did not touch him. That was not a pass interference call. Tavierre Thomas did not touch him, and they called it. So at least 3 of them were extremely bad. At least 3 were extremely bad. But it was a tough referee crew, and you gotta get past that. And they got past it. Situation when the last drive, and like I said, and all the mistakes and everything that happened, I ain't gonna lie, it comes down to me on that last drive. You get the ball, you stop him. I'm gonna get the Stingley in a minute. You stop him. You get the ball back. 3 minutes. You had 2 timeouts. You getting the ball back. You should be able to do something. You got 2-minute warning still. You got 2 timeouts. So basically you can stop the clock 3 times. Well, you can stop the clock 3 times. Okay, you should be able to drive downfield, down by a field goal. You should be able to drive down the field, tie the game, and let's get to overtime. And I was very confident if we would have made it to overtime. By the way, you had to waste a timeout because you had 12 men on the field during your punt return. Unacceptable. Why is there 12 men on the field? I don't know if it's special teams' fault, if it's somebody on defense. I don't know whoever the 12th man was, whoever was the guy who didn't get out. Like it's unexcusable for you to have 12 men on the field on a punt return, especially in that crucial moment. So you have to waste and burn time out there. So now you only have 1 timeout. So you're getting the ball back, 1 timeout. And also, Sims fair caught the ball but still got hit. I don't know if y'all noticed that. Like Sims fair caught the ball and the guy came up and still hit him. You're not when somebody fair catches, you're supposed to be able to allow them to catch it. You're not supposed to touch them. So if him able to the fair caught and gets hit. I forgot what game was that. It was the Texans against Jacoby Jones. When Jacoby Jones was on the team back, I think like in 2008 or 9 or something like that. He had fair caught the ball, got hit, fumbled it. And he got hit, fumbled it, and the opposing team picked up. I can't remember who it was. I don't remember if it was the Titans, if it was the Colts, whoever picked up the ball, and they pulled the flag. Like they pulled the flag because you're not supposed to be able. When somebody fair catches the ball, you're supposed to allow them to catch the ball. Now, if they fumble it, if they muff the punt, then it's a live ball. Even though they fair call, it's a live ball. But you have to give them the space to do it, and you can't let them catch it and then touch them. You can't do that. So ref ain't called that, shockingly. But the ref didn't call that, and we had to burn timeout. And I think on that drive, I think we started off with like a false start or a legal shift or something like that, a hold or something like that. They got called back. CJ made a good run. They actually called holding on defense. That's what it was. That's what it was. Called holding on defense. And CJ had some nice runs in this game, but those 2 sacks, the one there was a 15-yarder, and then the other one there was I guess was a 9-yarder, which was probably the one that was the most crucial, because even after the 15-yard sack, you was able to get a first down after that. But that one that was 9 was an absolute drive killer, because they put you at 2 and 9. It put you at 2nd and 19. You make a play, I think, to Nico. I think Nico catches the football in that situation, and then 3rd down, CJ's just looking upfield. CJ's just looking upfield, and he's running and scrambling, trying not to get a sack. I feel like if we don't get the initial sack on 1st down, even if that's just a play, no incomplete pass or whatever, I'm thinking if it's 3rd and short, they're operating differently. Because I think if you get 3rd and short and 4th and short, they might have went for it. I feel like they might have even went for it in that situation. I don't know if they would have completely went ahead and kicked the field goal, knowing that you don't have your actual field goal kicker. And to be honest, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at this field goal kicker. The reason why I'm not mad at him, because he's not a kicker. If this was Miami, I'll be mad. I'm not mad at him because he really shouldn't be in the situation to begin with. He really should be. Yes, the field goal that hurt the most was the first one, the one in the first half. That's the one that hurt the most, because if you make that one, then if you make that one, then we're talking about if you make that one, we sitting up here, we're talking about we talking about potentially a game-winning field goal instead of a game-time field goal in that situation. So I'm not really mad that he missed the second one, even though it's a bad, unfortunate situation. That first was the one I'm more mad at, and then him almost missing the extra point. That was more egregious. There, he damn near missed one of the extra points. So we don't have a field goal kicker. So we need. So it's really like was it the Tampa Bay game? Was it the Tampa game that we was operating like that? I think it was. It's a Tampa game. It's kind of like that. That's the game that we gotta start operating like. And Kyrie, he's out injured reserve. He's got to miss at least 4 games. So he missed the Colts. He missed the Bengals game. Missed last week. Missed this week. So this week is the last game. He should be back after that. Because they did put him on IR, so he has to miss 4 games because they put him on IR designated to return. But yeah, Stingley. I don't know if y'all can see it. You know what I'm saying? Stingley, back-to-back games with interception. Stingley, it was probably the only guy in the secondary, and Steven Nelson here that actually made some actual plays. Because the secondary also played like hot butter garbage today. Like the secondary, this is probably one of the worst performances. You allowed Trevor Lawrence to get over 300 yards. Like Trevor Lawrence almost threw for 400 yards against us today. They only had 1 touchdown and had an interception, but you was just like right before halftime, which was done by Jacksonville, by the way. Jacksonville shouldn't even been in this situation. And who knows? If Jacksonville kicks a field goal, then obviously we know we got to get a touchdown on their last drive. It may be us need to get a touchdown on their last drive. Maybe we operate better. That's probably the situation. Maybe we operated better. So actually, in hindsight, it was actually good that it was actually good. It was actually a benefit for Jacksonville that they didn't go for a field goal right before halftime. Actually, yeah, it's a bit because they got you damn near allowed them to almost score right before halftime. Now, luckily, the defense was able to pull away and stop. But in hindsight, it might have been a bad decision for us. We might have needed them to score at the very least, get a field goal. So in that last situation, we not going for a field goal. You operate differently when you know you gotta get a touchdown because you're down by 6. You're gonna operate differently. So maybe that was the situation, but yeah, but like I said, but Stingley played a great game today. That pick a couple pass deflections. That on their last drive, the last offensive drive that Jacksonville had, him able to force the receiver out of bounds to catch the football was just straight coverage, good coverage. Like Stingley played extremely well today. Stingley looked like the 3rd overall pick last week and this week. I think this week was better. And once again, he's played against Trevor Lawrence. He plays well because he didn't play against Trevor Lawrence in the first game this season. He had a pick against Trevor Lawrence last year. That was his only pick last year. He has 2 picks this year in back-to-back games. Stingley looks like a #1 corner. Stingley looks like the 3rd overall pick, and he looks like somebody that's worth having on your team. And I think him and Steven Nelson, the pair of him and Steven Nelson going forward, should be able to pay huge dividends. I need the rest of the secondary to play well. That's what I need. I need the rest of the secondary to start actually playing well. That's what I need. Like honestly, I need y'all to start playing like hot butter garbage. Because that's what you and the offensive line worked my everlasting nerves today. That was a piss poor performance by the secondary and by the offensive line outside Derek Stingley and Steven Nelson. They played. They did. And Steven Nelson got beat on sometimes. And actually, that one pass that he got tangled up with the receiver. Forgot who it was. I don't know if it was a. I don't know. Was it really or not? I can't remember if it was really. When the Jazz ended up kicking the field goal, Steven Nelson got tangled up with his feet. His feet and the receiver's feet got tangled up, and he wasn't able to catch the football. But like he played, he had an okay game day. He still missed out on some of the coverages, but he played an okay game. Like I say, Derek Stingley played the best game today, and I'm not even just talking about the interception. Outside of the interception, Derek Stingley actually played the best ball in the secondary today. But the rest of the secondary, like Jalen Petrie, bro, like it's 2023. It's your second year in the league. Are you gonna step up this year? Like really? Like are you gonna make some plays? Because you have made no impact play this year. Jalen Petrie hasn't made an impact play all year. Like tell me, please. I'll wait. Please let me know when impact play that Petrie's made this year. He hasn't made an impact play all this year. Not at all. Like where's the impact plays at, bro? I'm looking for the impact plays, bro. Like, come on, man. Also, City Houston. I gotta get on y'all. What was that? Bro, this is not Bill O'Brien. This is not Jack Easterby. This is not Davis Mills and David Culley and Lovie Smith. This is D'Amico Ryans and this is CJ Stroud. We are a top 7 offense in the league. Your quarterback is top 5 in passing. I think you got two top 20 receivers, and I think Nico is in the top. I think Nico's in the top 15. He had 100 yards today. Bruh, are y'all gonna show up? Like, I know early on in the year, I wasn't tripping. Like at the Colts game, I expected more because it was a season opener, and you got a franchise quarterback. But again, okay, it's still, to use my boy Wise words, it's still the Texans. I get it, I understand, and they got their ass beat. So I understand you want to wait and see. But especially after that Bengals game, that Tampa Bay game, I would have thought, oh, this stadium's gonna be packed for the rest of the season. Ain't gonna be no more. This stadium should be packed for the rest of the season, especially after that Tampa Bay game. Then you beat the Bengals. Now I kind of understand, kind of get, maybe people might not want to go to the Cardinals game because it was the Cardinals. I kind of understand that, bro. I kind of get that, understand that. But this is Jacksonville Jaguars. It's the battle for the division. It's the battle for the division. This is the most important home game that the Texans have had in the regular season. I want to say possibly since 2012 when we played the Colts at home, because we won the division that game. We beat the Colts at home. I forgot what week it was. It was after the quote unquote 11 game against the Patriots. It was like the week after or 2 weeks after we beat the Colts and we won the division by beating the Colts. I guess maybe that one. But some people might want to say that game against the Colts, their home game against the Colts in 2018, they broke the winning streak. Some people might want to say that one. I know we've won the game. We won the division. Against some teams, against the Jazz, last game of the season of the regular season. So I know those have been the situation. But you come in at 6-4. Jacksonville comes in at 7-3. You've already beaten them. If you beat them, you sweep them. You take over the divisions. First time, I think it's second time in the Texans Jags history that we faced each other this late in the season, and both teams have a winning record. Why wasn't the stadium full? I ain't gonna lie though, it was loud. It definitely was loud. But why wasn't the stadium full, bro? Bruh, beside me, I had 3 seats to the right, 3 seats to the left, empty. Seats behind me, empty. Couple seats was in front of me that was empty. And after halftime, some people from down came and sat by me. He'd be like, hey, is anybody sit here? I was like, hey, nah. And they said, yeah, we were sitting up there when we came. We go ahead. Sit by me. Go ahead. Sit by me. I ain't tripping. Like that. And then I'm looking out throughout the stadium. I see empty blue chairs and empty red chairs. Like, bruh, if you ain't gonna show up for this game, when you gonna show up? I guess the playoff game, huh? Bruh. But like I said, I ain't gonna lie though. It was loud. It definitely was loud. I ain't gonna lie though. It was loud. That's why I'm losing my voice now. It definitely was loud. But bruh, man, hey. But like we gotta do better, man. We definitely got to do better. We gotta do better. Like these are the games that you gotta win. These are the games and like it's gonna be. I know we're gonna hear it's a good learning experience. And all, man, nah, forget all that, bro. Forget all that, bro. Forget all that, bro. Forget all that, bro. Forget all. These are the games that we gotta win. I see more people to hop in here. Make sure you're hitting that like button. Make sure you're hitting that like button. More people than jumped in here. Make sure you're hitting that like button, man. I know we lost, but man, that like button is free. Like my boy Honcho say, that like button is free 99. Hit that like button, man. Hit that like button. But I agree. I agree. The refs. I ain't gonna say the refs definitely won the game. They were a strong factor. A huge factor, a strong factor, a strong, huge factor. Definitely a strong, huge factor. But I'm not going to put it all on them because the Texans got to take some accountability too. Because on their last drive, bro, you got to protect your quarterback. You got to protect your quarterback. And like I said, CJ, hey, bro, I'm going to need you to run a little bit more. I'm going to need you to run more. Now, speaking of running, hey, that touchdown, though, bro, he faked me. Like, I really thought he had that ball. I was mad because I thought he really had that ball off the back. I seen back the ball. I said, he gave the ball on the back. And I see CJ running. From the side and dipping the end zone. That I was crunk. I was crunk. I was live. I was like, oh snap. That was a nice fake. Then the jet sweep that they hit the Tank, that was a nice play. And that one play the Tank caught the football across the middle, that was a nice play. Like we seen some nice plays. The touchdown to Nico, that was a nice. How he's able to the pass to Singletary to get him into the red zone, that was nice. That was a nice play. That was a nice play. That was a nice play. But we, like I said, we gotta do better. We gotta do better offensively in key situations. And I really thought that CJ, I ain't gonna lie, when we got the football back with 3 minutes left and 2 timeouts, I was like, hey, we about to go to overtime. Well, I ain't gonna say we better go to overtime. I felt like if we went to overtime, we was gonna win. But I was hoping CJ was going to be able to score a touchdown. Now, I know a lot of people probably are questioning and kind of upset that we went for the field goal instead of trying to score, instead of trying to get the first down. I feel like the reason why we went for the field goal is partly 2 reasons. Most importantly, the sacks, and then also 2, the timeout situation. Because what play was that? Was it? Yeah, it was actually after Nico had got it was after he got the first down, after the second down play, after the second sack, he was able to he was able to throw the football at Nico. Nico got some yards and got us a 3rd down. It was like 3rd and long, I think like 3rd and 12 or whatever it was. Got us a 3rd down. Once he got there, I was like, you know what? They probably gonna kick a field goal right here. They're probably going to. He's probably going to try to go field goal because he did call a timeout and he didn't spike the ball. It was like kind of like, and then also it wasn't like an urgency. Like it wasn't an urgency. It kind of slow rolling. That's how we do it. It was kind of that type of situation. It was kind of slow. It was kind of okay. That type of situation. So since it was kind of like that, I think that was the reason why they were like, okay, hey, we're gonna try to get some more yards here, possibly get a first down. If we can get a first down, try to get a first down, but at the very least get some more yards to get the field goal. Who knows if we get 5 more yards, we're probably talking about a game that's in overtime. Because like the field goal, I mean, like I said, when he kicked it, it was going very low, and I was like, I don't think he's gonna make it. I ain't gonna lie, I'm actually surprised it got as far as it got. Like honestly, because I thought it was gonna be way short. But it was able to get to the goalpost. So since it was able to get to the goalpost, since it was able to get to the goalpost, I guess that's the benefit. You know what I'm saying? Like I was more shocked, and like I said, it don't. And I was like, oh man, dang, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I'm sick. I had a good time from entertainment factor. It was a good game. The experience was fun, but the game itself, losing, bruh. I'm sick. Oh man, that I'm sick, bro. I really am. I am, man. I'm sick, bro. Dog. I'm sick. Yeah, I feel more defeated this game than the Ravens game, than the Colts game, than the Panthers game. What's the other game we lost? Oh, the Falcons game. Because like the Colts game, I was mad at how lackadaisical we came. The Panthers game, I feel like I was just mad because we lost to the worst team in football. We lost to the worst team in football. Like that. I felt like we was unprepared in that game. I don't feel like we weren't unprepared in this game. So it's not that I'm angry that we're unprepared. I actually feel defeated. I actually feel like we really got defeated. They really just beat us. Now, again, I think a lot of that got to do with the refs allowing them and helping putting them in certain positions, but we just got beat. Like I really feel like I really feel defeated in this sense. I really do. I feel defeated. I feel defeated. I really do. Like I feel like we just got defeated. I really do. I really do, man. Like I said, dude has never hit a 50-yard field goal in his life. Actually, I don't even know what was that last field goal. I don't even know what it was, because like they silenced everything, so I didn't even get to see exactly what the yards was. Like me and the guys around me was trying to actually guess exactly how many it was, exactly how many how long was the actual field goal. But bruh, like damn, man, dog, like this. It was it 58 yards for real? Dang. Like, yeah. I mean, either way it goes, the game would have been over. Like, yeah, it was, like I said, the thing that hurt us the most was the sacks. The sacks is what hurt us the most. That's what it was. Because I think if you, instead of, I think it was like 2nd and 19, instead of second and 19, like I said, even if it's an incompletion on first down, and you talking about second and 10, and you get 5 yards there. On the next play, you get 5 yards. Now we're talking about 3rd and 4. Even if you don't get anything on 3rd and 4, I think you might go for it on 4th and 4. You might go for it on 4th and 4. You might go for it on 4th and 4 in that situation, because your field goal kicker, because you're like, okay, 4 yard, like it was in that situation where we might be able to give it to him, we might not, because like I said, I think like obviously the further away, like obviously if we on the 10-yard line, you obviously if you're on the 10-yard line, like the opposite way, you're not gonna you're not gonna kick a field goal, you're gonna go for it. And the same thing if you're on the 10-yard line in the red zone, you're gonna kick the field goal. You're gonna kick the field goal. So you already know you're gonna you already know how it goes in that standpoint. But I feel like we was in that situation, like you can make a decision, you can, and you might not. Hey, and shout out to Flacco Kid 713 for the super chat. Definitely appreciate that. What position should we draft to address our weakness? I'm thinking safety or line. Appreciate super chat love, man. I don't see it. Okay, this is the thing, and I'm not even worried about the draft because we're right in the thick of the playoff situation. I'm gonna break that down a little bit too. But to answer your question, especially after a loss, we always want to know what can we fix during the draft. I don't see us drafting the offensive line high. Now if you're talking about 3rd or 4th round, talking about 3rd, 4th. We don't have a 5th or a 6th or 7th round probably, and I'm pretty sure we'll probably make some moves to get some 5th or 6th round picks. But 3rd or 4th, yeah. 1st and 2nd, I don't see us drafting the offensive line because you paid 2 offensive linemen. Well, you paid 3. You paid 3 offensive linemen, your 2 tackles, and your right guard are paid. You drafted your center, and then you also drafted his backup, and you also spent the 1st round pick on your left guard. Last year's draft. So that's not even playing this year. So, and you also have some depth. This is just a bad offensive line performance today. I think you have depth offensive line. I don't think you need to draft an offensive line in the 1st or 2nd round. They just played bad today. That's really all it was. They just played bad today. Now, safety is an option. Safety definitely is an option. I don't know exactly what the safeties are looking like, but safety actually is an option. And if Stingley keeps playing how he's playing, and you end up paying Steven Nelson, you're not gonna need to draft a corner. So I could definitely see safety being an option. I could definitely see safety being an option in the first or the second round. I don't see offensive lineman right now. I don't see offensive lineman right now. But thank you, appreciate that Flacco for the super chat love. Definitely appreciate that. Hey, I see more people that jumped in this thing. I see more people jumped in. Make sure you're hitting that like button, bro. I know we lost the game, but there's no reason for us to hit that like button, man. Make sure you hit the like button. It's very, very key and very, very vital to this channel for the algorithm. For y'all hit that like button. Hey, make sure you hit that like button, man. Appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that, bro. Definitely hit that. Appreciate that. But like I said, also with today's loss, like I said, with today's loss, you are now tied with the Colts. The Colts are now in the 7th seed. You went from being in the 6th seed to now right outside the playoffs. Now we in the hunt. We're in the hunt right now. The only good news about that, not good news. I'm gonna just say silver lining. The silver lining about that is that you can handle business against the Colts on the last game of the season. And that game might end up being the flex game. That game might end up being flexed. Maybe I know they'll do Saturday night games too. That game might end up being the Saturday night game or the Sunday night game or possibly a Monday. How they might end up getting flexed because both teams could be vying for a wild card position, because I feel like your chance of winning the division are probably extremely slim now. Probably extremely slim now, because now you're 2 games back of Jacksonville. Now you're 2 games back of Jacksonville, and you're probably going to have a better record than Jacksonville, honestly, to win the division. I mean, yeah, you're going to have to win out, and you have 2 losses in the division. Jacksonville only has 1. You're going to need Jacksonville to lose a division game. They swept the Colts. Like they swept the Colts, and they already beat Tennessee. So they only have one more division. Jacksonville only has 1 more divisional game left. So you have to, like I said, so you're gonna have to have a better record than Jacksonville to get the division. It's gonna be very hard to because that's gonna be the next tiebreaker, is a divisional tiebreaker. It's gonna be very hard to catch Jacksonville in the division. It is. Hey, and shout out to Super Chris. Shout out Chris for Super Chat love. Definitely appreciate that. Let's go. Thank you, Texans. CJ on the last play to the Jags. D-line, man, were lying on the ground. They weren't even trying to tackle him. He couldn't ran and put in field goal position. Oh, put up in field goal yardage. Now, now saying now the Colts in the wild card. Shout out to Chris for Super Chat love. He's a Colts fan, by the way, and definitely appreciate Super Chat love. But yeah, you're right though. You definitely right. The Colts now are in position to win. No, not to win. The Colts are now in position with Gardner Minshew to be in the playoffs. Right now, if the playoffs start tomorrow, they will be in the playoffs. They will be in the playoffs, and we'll be on the outside in. Like I said, now the silver line is that we do face the Indianapolis Colts. Like I said, the last game of the season, that game more likely, probably now, if things keep going the same way, probably will end up getting flexed. And like I said, because it's probably going to be the game, a battle for the wild card position. It's like kind of like what game was that a couple years ago? The Chargers and the Raiders, when they had play on Sunday Night Football for the wild card. It's going to be possibly a game similar to that type of match. It's not going to be for the division, but it could be possibly a battle again for the wild card. I know they were talking about flexing the Jets game in 2 weeks, 2 weeks from now. That game's not going to get flexed now. I'm pretty sure we'll know like concretely tomorrow. But I think by Tuesday we'll know for a fact by Tuesday, because they're gonna have to do it by Tuesday. But everything that we needed to happen didn't happen. You needed 3 or 4 things to happen. And the 2 most important things was the Texans win and the Texans and the Jets win. You need the Texans and the Jets to win, which they both lost. You needed Green Bay and the Giants to lose, because that was the game they were going to be flexing. And I know Green Bay won. I don't know if the Giants won. Now, I still think the Texan game will be a more exciting game, but there's no reason to put the Texans on national. There's no reason to put the Texans on national stage because they still feel like Green Bay and the Giants will be a better draw than the Texans and the Jets. I think the person who's bringing that down is the Jets in this situation. I don't think it's the Texans, because of C.J. Stroud. Uh, I don't think it's the Texans because of C.J. Stroud. I don't think he would brings that down. I think he's the out of the two matchups, he's the biggest star. But Green Bay is a national brand, and the Giants are in the media market just like the Jets are. And both the Giants and the Jets are terrible. And actually, the Giants are actually worse than the Jets. And the Green Bay is worse than the Texans. And like I say, both games, both the Texans and the Jets game from a record standpoint is a better game than the Giants and Green Bay. But you know, the old heads, they're gonna hold that. They're gonna hold that regard. Yeah, and like I said, yeah, nobody wants to watch the Jets. But the same thing with the Giants QB situation. The Giants, they gotta get like you're gonna have both New York teams ain't pulling their weight because they got horrible QB play because they starting QBs got hurt, and with the Giants, they started QB and Daniel Jones was playing bad even before he got hurt. So like both the Giants and the Jets have horrible QB play. Green Bay has mediocre QB play in Jordan Love. The Texans League got elite QB play in C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud still played well again. They still another game over 300 yards, no turnovers, 2 touchdowns in the air, 1 touchdown on the ground. I think he's like 71 completion percentage. C.J. had a phenomenal game. C.J. had a phenomenal game. It wasn't an off the charts game. It was a very good game. It was a very good game, very good efficient game from a yard standpoint. But I need him to either run the football some or actually throw the football away. Because you know some of those games, he had worse completion percentage, but the protection was great. Part of the reason why the protection was great because he was getting rid of the football. But when he has good like same thing with Deshaun. Like, yeah, like go look at the games where like Deshaun. We always talk about Deshaun holding on to football a lot, but Deshaun had phenomenal completion percentages. Like he was like 68th percentile a lot. But he held on to the ball a whole lot. Like sometimes we need y'all to get rid of football, bro. Like we need y'all to get rid of football and don't take no sacks. And like some of those sacks, like I said, especially that I think the last one was on the offensive line. The second to last one, the one that was like they lost 15. I blame CJ for drifting too far back. Like CJ, I don't need you to drift that far back, bro. Like not in this situation. I don't need you to drift that far back. I don't need you to drift that far back, bro. I need you to step up in the pocket. I need you to hey, just get rid of the football, bro. Get rid of football and get rid of football and let us have easier managing plays. Just throw football, throw chunk into the stands if ain't nobody open. Like I say, and on the last offensive play when he was running around, I really thought I damn near thought he was about to get sacked. I really did. I know he's trying to get. I'm pretty sure they told him like, "Hey, get what you can." Well, no, cause I feel like if they would told him to get what he can, I think he would have ran it. So they probably told him to get the first down. I mean, get the first down. And so I don't know. Like I don't know if that's on Slowick. I don't know if that's on D'Amico. I don't know who that's on, but that's what they probably told him. They probably told him get the first down because if they would have told him get what you can get. I think CJ would have ran the football because he had a lane on the backside. He had a lane on the backside, and he was twisting and turning around. If he would took that backside lane and went out the back door to that backside lane, now he would not got first down. I'm not saying that, but he would have got closer. And it's a game of inches. The football hit the pylon. And if we got 5 more yards. I mean not 5 on the goalpost. If we get 5 more yards, we probably talking about a game time field goal. We're probably talking about overtime. That's what we're probably talking about, a game time field goal. We're probably talking about overtime right now if he's able to get that. So yeah, man, it was man, like yeah, like I said, it was crazy. Like I said, in every game I've been to, I've never had the Texans have the football on the last drive in the tie win the game. Any other game I've had, the game was the game was over by the time the last possession. Texans running out the clock, or the opposing team just trying to get some yards because it's not enough, you know what I'm saying, it's not enough time. It's a 2-score game or 2-possession game or whatever. So this was the first time the Texans had the football. I say any team, any team had a football with a chance to tie or win the game on the last drive. And I thought CJ was about to have his 3rd game winning drive. I really thought he was about to have his 3rd game winning drive, and it didn't happen. It didn't happen. Like I said, right now the Texans are outside the playoffs, behind the Indianapolis Colts. And like I said, the Texans have never been a wild card. Like every time the Texans previously had made the playoffs, they've made it in as a division leader. They've never missed a wild card. I mean, never made the wild card. Never. They've never made the wild card. They've always made it in as a division leader. So this could be, you know what I'm saying, this could be new territory. This could be new territory for the Texans. This could be a new situation for the Houston Texans. Possibly be able to get into the wild card. And so we'll see. We'll see exactly what happened. Trying to think what else. What's another key to the game? Oh, the running game. Oh, the running game. It was like 2 plays from Steven Nelson. I know one of them was a reception. Like Steven Nelson's best, not Steven Nelson, Singletary. I'm sorry, Devin Singletary. Devin Singletary's best play was a reception. And there was another play that he had that was a nice run. Outside that, your running attack was not good at all. What's good, man? Your running attack was not good at all. Your running attack was CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud was your leading rusher with 47 yards and a touchdown. Like that was your running attack with CJ Stroud. Wasn't able to run the football. Like I said, the offensive line picked the perfect time to not get no push. The offensive line picked the perfect time to not play well. Then all them pre-snaps and like I said, the illegal shift, which I don't even know what shift was. Like I don't even know who supposedly shift on the illegal shift on that big play to Tank. And it was he had Nico, Dalton Schultz, and one time the Tank. Nico just lost the ball. Nico lost track of the football and just Nico lost track of the football. He hit him up deep, lost track of the football and just stopped on his route. I don't know what Nico was thinking about doing. Other time he overshot Tank, and then to Dalton Schultz, he overshot Dalton Schultz by a tad. But then that pass to Hutchinson, man, shout out to that boy Hutchinson. I was so happy and so excited that Hutchinson finally made a play. Finally was able to see Hutchinson make a football play on the receiving. And only time we've really seen him is him doing the jet sweeps. That's the only thing that we seen recently. What's good, bro? That's the only thing we seen recently from Hudson was him doing jet sweeps or him blocking. Like I said, him and Mitch, it seems like they only in there for blocking. They both good blockers, but I don't know if it's they route combinations or that something is wrong offensively when it comes to running routes and things like that. They don't know the playbook. I don't know, but they're not getting utilized in the passing game because they get utilized because they're good blockers, and you able to use Hudson from a run standpoint, but we don't use them from a catch standpoint. I don't know if it's their hands, I don't know if it's route combinations, I don't know what the situation was, but we finally was able to go deep to Xavier Hudson. It was a nice play. It was a nice good crisp route inside. CJ seen him, and like I said, the people behind me didn't even know who Hutchinson was. Like, cause I'm sitting there, I'm yelling, I'm like, Hutchinson, there we go. And like, they like, who that is? I'm like, Xavier Hudson. Like, okay, go Xavier Hudson. Like, it was funny. I'm like, man, yeah, I guess because like Hudson really don't play. Only names that people know is Nico, Tank, and Noah Brown. That's the only receiving threat. Oh, and then Dalton Schultz. That's it. Those are only receiving threats. It seems like the common fan knows. Hey, so shout out to Xavier Hudson. I'm glad to see out there, but as soon as he made the play, he went right back to the sideline. So, like right after that play, he goes right back to the sideline. So kind of right there shows you, like, I don't know, like I said, the full comment of the playbook, still not at his disposal just yet, but like not full display playbook, still not as disposable just yet, but I'm glad to be able to see him go out there and make a play. And like I said, that was right before the Nico touchdown. I feel like that was the drive, right? I feel like that was the drive right before the Nico touchdown. Yeah, because that was the opposite end zone I was in. Cause I was in the end zone where Tank caught the touchdown, and also where CJ ran the touchdown in. So yeah, so it was the opposite end zone. So yeah, so I feel like that plan was opposite from me. So like I was saying, like it was a good exciting game. Like I said, and that play was a good play, and the offense puts up 21 points. You miss a field goal in the first half. You get 14 points in the second half, and you miss a field goal in the second half. Offense doesn't turn the football over, but yet we do have a couple stops, especially the first, like our first two drives stalled out in the first half. Some due to penalties, and then some just completely just stalling out. Like we gotta be a little bit more crisp offensively. Defense, cause defense gave up 13 points in the first half. It was 13-7 going into halftime. So the defense only gave up one touchdown in the second half. That touchdown to Ridley. That's all they gave up in the second half. That's all they gave up. That's all they gave up in the second half. Is that touchdown to Ridley. You just got to then they also gave up the no, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a 2-point conversion they gave up, wasn't it? That was a 2-point conversion they gave Ridley. Who scored a touchdown? Was it Ridley? No, I can't remember. I remember the 2-point conversion, but you gave up a touchdown. You gave up a two-point conversion in the second half, and man. Yeah, and that's another thing too. Like the defense couldn't get off on third down. If it wasn't for the penalties from the refs or them just able to make the play. I think at one point in time, I think they were like 7-10 on third down conversions. That's unacceptable. Really got both. Okay, I thought I wasn't tripping. You really got both. Like yeah, like you gave like they were 7-10 on third downs. They were 7-10 on third downs at one point with the game, and that's not including the first downs they got from the refs. They got like an extra 5 first downs from the ref on third down. Like, just unacceptable. Like now the refs you really couldn't do nothing about. Like it is what it is. Like I said, that officiating crew was the most officiating crew gives us the most pass interference calls. So I know. Like, if that's the case, we need that crew in 2 weeks when we play the Jets, because we know Sauce Gardner gonna hold. Like we know Sauce Gardner gonna use his hands. So if they giving up the most, if they calling the most flags on pass interference by any refereeing crew in the NFL, we need them in 2 weeks when we play the Jets. We need them against the Jets, against Sauce Gardner, so we get all the pass interference calls. We need them so we get all, because we know Sauce is going to grab. We need all the pass interference calls that we can get. We need them all. We need every single last one. We need them all. Yeah, we definitely need them all. We need them all. We need every last one of them. So we definitely need that. But yeah, like I was saying though, like so it's unacceptable. Like the defense got stiffened up and tightened up, man. The defense definitely got stiffened and tightened up. Matt Ryan, man. Yes. well, we did. Oh, that's another thing too, man. That's another thing too. Yeah, that's another thing too, man. You know how bad it was you walking out the stadium. It was only a handful of Jags fans. Like it wasn't even that many. Like it was a hand. It was way more Colt fans. It wasn't even that many Colt fans. It was more Colt fans in the season opening than was Jag fans. But it was some Jags fans, and they walking down the thing yelling Duval. I'm like, see, this is what happens when you lose in Jags. But now you got to hear all week about how Trevor Lawrence is the prince, and and people were expecting Jacksonville. I think most people had Jacksonville win the game. Jacksonville was a 1.5 point favorite last time I checked. Last time I checked, they were a 1.5 point favorite, which I thought was crazy. By being a 1.5 point favorite, when the Texans you get 3 points for being at home, and we at home, and we've already beaten them. Trevor Lawrence had 300 and like 70 yards, 60 yards, something like that. Like he damn near had 400 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. But Trevor Lawrence really, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Trevor Lawrence wasn't really back there just like, and he got our defense in good moments. Third down, and they was able to catch the football and get yards after the catch, get big plays. I think they had like 4 or 5 plus like 30-yard plays, 25, 30-yard plays, like 4 or 5 of them. But it wasn't like Trevor Lawrence was dropping back and just launching them. It really wasn't. Trevor Lawrence would throw maybe 15 yards, and his receivers, the tight ends, would do the rest. It wasn't like he was just dropping back and just launching that thing. It wasn't like that. That wasn't what he was doing. He wasn't just dropping back and just launching that thing. That wasn't what he was doing. Not at all. Wasn't doing it at all. He wasn't just dropping back and just launching. So, and shout out to my boy Wise, because Wise said something that was pretty interesting. He said, and it's true too. He said teams don't really lose to a team three times. And if the Texans would have won this game and possibly won the division, you possibly end up seeing the Jags in the playoffs. And it's hard to beat a team 3 times. It's happened before. It's actually happened to the Jags. I think in the year the Titans went to Super Bowl, was it like in 2000, 2001? 2000, when the Titans lost and ran Super Bowl. The Titans swept the Jags that year in the regular season and then beat them in the AFC Championship game. Beat them in the AFC Championship game, so they beat them 3 times in the playoffs. Beat them 3 times that season. Like I said, so it's something hard to do, but it can be done. But it is hard to do. And he was saying what he was saying was hey, because more likely now we're going to face them in the wild card. Like if we get to the playoffs, we're probably going to face them. The Jags are actually tied for first place now. Kansas City hasn't played yet. I think Kansas City plays tonight, or they might be playing now. Either they play tonight or they playing now. Kansas City won. I don't know the score. I don't know the score of no other game. All I know is I know the Colts won, the Titans won. That's the only thing I know. If the Chiefs win, the Chiefs have the number 1 seed. If the Chiefs lose, the Jags are tied for number 1 and actually host the number 1 seed because they have a better conference record. See, now the Chiefs got the best conference record in the AFC. They only got 1 AFC loss now to the Broncos. So if the Chiefs win this game, the Chiefs will have the better conference record. They'll both be 8-3, but the Chiefs have a better conference record and be sitting up there in the the Chiefs would be sitting there with Chiefs would be sitting there with the number 1 seed. So hopefully the Chiefs win. So come on, Patrick Mahomes. Come on, Patrick. But yeah. But anyway, what I was saying is, so we possibly could end up facing a team in the playoffs. Now we gotta get that too. We gotta get to the playoffs. And like I said, it could be a situation that we haven't seen before. We talking about the wild card, something that we ain't never seen before. We ain't seen the wild card before as a wild card team. We ain't been, and who knows? This could be good. We just recently just seen it in the playoffs. There's wild card teams like you gotta get hot. And you look at our schedule. We got the Broncos at home next week. Then we go to the Jets. Then we go to the Jets. Then I think to Tennessee, home against Cleveland, home against Tennessee, and then Indianapolis. We got 6 games. If we go 6-0, we'll go to the playoffs. We talking about 12 wins. We at the very least needs to go 5-1. We need to go 5-1. We definitely need to go 5-1. 4-2. That gives you 10 wins. 4-2 gives you 10 wins. You should be able to make the playoffs, but it's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. You win 11 games. I don't see another. You win 11 games. I don't see another team making. I don't see. Well, it depends. It depends on who you lose to, because that one loss can't be against the coach. You have to beat the coach. You have to beat those 5 wins. Those 5 wins. One of those wins have to be against the coach. One of those wins have to be against the coach. I guess the only game that you can afford to lose, honestly, is the Jets. The Jets is the only game you can afford to lose. Honestly. The Jets and maybe one of those Titan games. Maybe. But the thing is, though, this the thing. Well, yeah, actually, because, yeah, the Jets in one of those Titans games, because the reason why is because you need to have a better conference record than the Colts. I mean, because even if you beat the Colts and y'all tie, y'all split, you gotta have a better divisional record. And they did get swept by the Jags. So if you beat them and and they've already lost to the Jags, that's 3 division losses for them, and you only got 2. So yeah, so it gotta be the Jets, and you can possibly slide by losing one to the Titans. But then if you do that, then if you lose one to the Titans, that means the next record, I guess, will be a conference record possibly. I don't know what the conference record is. I don't know what the conference record is against the Colts. I don't know what the Colts conference record is, so I have to see exactly what the Colts conference record is. Somebody out here playing loud ass music and shit. but I gotta see exactly what the conference record is before with the Colts. How it's shaped out to be. I'm pretty sure the Colts probably still got a game against the Titans still, so they could probably still possibly lose a divisional game. So you say we'll go 3-3, so what, that gives them 9 wins. And 9 wins ain't cutting it. You ain't. I don't see you winning 9. I don't see 9 games will get into the playoffs. Even though I thought 9 wins would win the division. The Jags have caught some breaks because now they're gonna play the Bengals without Joe Burrow. I think they still got the Ravens on their schedule. But like I said, you gotta have a better record. You would need the Jags to lose. You have to win out, and you need the Jags to lose 3 games. Out of the next 3, you need the Jags to lose 3 because you have to have a better record than them, or at the very least, because it's divisional. It's one of those losses need to be a divisional loss. Yeah, you need them to lose to the Titans the last game of the season. You need the Jags to lose to the Titans in the last game of the season. That's one of their losses. And like I said, they play the Bengals and they play the Ravens. Like I said, the Bengals don't have Joe Burrow. So like that's the situation that you need yourself in. That's like I said. So I think that like the division is gone. Honestly, like I don't think ain't no division. What division? Ain't no division, bro. Like I don't see the divisional game even being the option right now. I don't see division being an option. I think it's completely strictly on you winning the division. I mean, strictly you getting this wild card. Now it's 3 wild card spots. You have the tiebreaker against Pittsburgh. I don't know Pittsburgh record. I don't know if they won or lost. I have to check that out. But you do have the tiebreaker against them. That's why I said you need to beat the Browns because they're in front of you the playoff situation. Like the Texans still control their own destiny because both the Browns and the Colts are in front of you. Pittsburgh is 7-4 now, so they must have won. Or did they lose? They won. They won because Pittsburgh lost to the Browns last week, so that means they won this week. Dang. Wow. These teams is winning with these trash quarterbacks because Cleveland be winning with bruh. What is going on in the NFL? These teams is winning with these bad these teams are really winning with these subpar quarterbacks. You got the Browns don't have Deshaun Watson, they be winning games. The Steelers is winning games. The Colts is winning games. Like, bruh. Oh, you said the Brown. But see the. Dang, we really needed Pittsburgh to lose. Honestly, if Pittsburgh would have lost, that would have helped. That would have jumped us back in the playoffs. Cause I think even if the Browns lose, even if the Browns do lose to the Broncos, that it just puts them in the same realm as us. But I don't know. They might have a worse conference record than us. So root for the Broncos. They like I said, so it means that the Texans it puts the Texans have to win next week. Like the Texans gotta win next week. They got Texans gotta win next week. They gotta win. They gotta beat the Browns, and they gotta beat the Colts, and they gotta beat the Titans. So really, like I said, the only real space they got is the Jets. That's the only real breathing room they really got. Honestly, is the Jets. Honestly, that's square business. That's the only real breathing room they got is the Jets. It really is. That's the only real breathing room they got. It is the New York Jets. Man. Yeah, the AFC is tough. The AFC is tough. This AFC ain't nothing to play with. And this AFC South ain't nothing to play with either, man. It really ain't, bro. This AFC is something tough, and this AFC South ain't nothing to play with, man. It really ain't. It really ain't. It really not. It's really not. Hey, it really not. But yeah, man. Hey, so like I said, the Texans fall in heartbreaking fashion. To the Jacksonville Jaguars, 24-21. Really need that field goal in the first half. I'm really not too mad that field goal in the second half. The last field goal. Just Hay was in that situation. I put more emphasis on protection and CJ getting hit and we weren't able to get the football in a close range to make it even a better effort and also not even putting ourselves in that situation. Also, the secondary played like outside Stingley and Nelson for a majority of the game, played like hot butter garbage. Referees were extremely way more hot butter garbage. But we'll see exactly what it is though. Like it's really is just, you know what I'm saying? Like it's really nerve wracking. It really is. Like I said, this game here, more disappointment, more disappointing than anything, more than anything. Like I said, this one hurt. Like this one hurt. This one wasn't even angry. I ain't gonna say disappointment. This one just hurt. This loss really hurt. This loss really hurt, man. Shout out to everybody that came up to me to the game, rent a few of y'all out there today. Y'all was in there deep, so shout out to everybody that said what's up. Say, hey, what's up, Spence? What's up, bro? Hey, can I take a picture? Hey, shout out to all y'all, man. Appreciate that. Hey, if y'all see me at the game, hey, just say what's up to me. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely appreciate that. Definitely appreciate their love. Appreciate everybody that hit the super chat. Appreciate that. Definitely everybody that super chat. Definitely appreciate the love. Appreciate the everybody hit that like button. If you ain't hit the like button right now, make sure you're hitting that like button, bro. Y'all don't understand how vital that is to the stream, how vital that is to the channel, how vital it is to the algorithm. I definitely appreciate that. So make sure you're hitting that like button. I definitely need that. Appreciate that. Like I say, man, appreciate everybody coming through. Appreciate everybody that came through, man. Like I said, hey, we gotta show up more to these games, bro. We gotta show up more to these games, man. The Broncos game, that's an important game. The Browns game, that's an important game. The Titan game is going to be the last home game of the season. Like I said, you ain't going to get a playoff game more than likely in NRG. So, you definitely have to come like, hey, man, we got to be at these games yelling and screaming, making it hard for the defense. I mean, making it easy for the defense and hard for the offense. I'm sorry. Make it hard for the opposing offense and make it easy for the defense, bro. We got to be up in there. We got to be up in there. Like, this game was but this is probably the most important home game, home regular season game in Texas history, maybe outside of the 2012 game, because the Colts were coming, but then again, that was a rookie quarterback you were facing up against. And if you would have lost the game, like, you still had control over the division. This was a real straight up head bow for the division. And more likely next year, the last game of the season is probably going to be the Texans and the Jags. More than likely, that's probably what they're gonna do, but we'll see. We come on, man. We gotta do better at these games. But like I said, appreciate everybody that came through. Everybody that came through in the live. Couldn't get that. I'm sorry, my bad. Everybody that jumped through. I know I was late. I apologize for being late. I was talking to people at the stadium, saying I was chopping up with my boy Wise. Shout out to my boy Wise and everybody there in Soft Sports. And we was going over through the game, talking about how bad this one hurt. Then running other people at the game. So yeah, I would have been here earlier, and I would have did the live outside at the tailgate. But I ain't gonna lie, it got cold. I ain't gonna fake it. I ain't gonna fake it. It started getting cold. I was like, nah, I ain't gonna be able to do it. Nah, I ain't gonna be able to do it. But yeah, man. Hey, whew. Man. I'm gonna have some videos. I'm gonna be breaking down some things. Video on that boy Stingley. Stingley's back. So I got a video coming out about Stingley. Got a video coming out about the offense. So make sure y'all be on the lookout for the videos right there. Also, make sure y'all go look at the shorts. I did a short before the game. I got another short. I ain't posted it yet. Make sure it's gonna be a good one. So y'all make sure y'all check out. Make sure y'all check out them shorts too, man. Y'all definitely make sure y'all check out them shorts. Y'all gotta make sure y'all check them hoes out too, man. Make sure y'all check them shorts out. So make sure y'all check them out. If you're part of the Discord, hey, right after the stream, y'all already know what we do. We're gonna be in Discord. We're gonna talk. We're gonna chop it up a little bit more. I gotta run, give me something else to eat, man. but hey, make sure y'all go on the Discord. If y'all part of the Discord, if you ain't part of the Discord, help Honcho. Y'all get part of the Discord. I'm gonna be up in there chopping up the boys in the Discord. Hey, if you ain't hit the like button, make sure you hit that like button. Also, if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the channel. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And I'm still on the race to get to 6,000 subscribers. You see how the boys out there in the Battle Red? I'm trying to get me a Battle Red tank jersey. But I need to get to 6,000 subscribers first. So what I need y'all to do, I need you to tell a friend, tell another friend, so they can tell some more friends, so I can get a Battle Red jersey, man. So, hey, I need to get up to 6,000 subscribers. So make sure y'all get me up to 6,000 subscribers. So if you ain't subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Get me up to 6,000 subscribers. Make sure you hit this like button right now. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, like I said, so you get to 6,000 subscribers. Make sure you watch, like I said, my short that I just posted earlier today. Make sure you watch the short. I'll probably post it either tomorrow or sometime this week. I ain't really 100% sure. Might post tomorrow. Might post Wednesday. Tuesday. We'll see. But make sure y'all look out for the. Make sure y'all look out for the shorts. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure y'all look out for the videos I got coming this week. And hey, man, hey, yeah, I know it was a tough loss. I know this one hurt, but hey. we are right here, man. We right here. We right outside the playoffs. We still got a shot. I still feel like this team is going to be a playoff team. We still about to make a playoff push. And these last 6 games are very, very key and very, very vital. So make sure you hit the like button, like, share, subscribe, comment, click that bell, get more videos. I holla.